Excellent. Okay. So again, thank you all so much for having us here in Career Services on today. And we are going to be talking to you a little bit about some of the resources and services that we have. To begin introductions, my name is Tiffany Sanders. I am one of the Assistant Directors of Career Placement here at CCRI. And I've actually, next year, I'll be here about 5 years. So it's been such a pleasure, and we can't wait to share more information with you about what we can do to help you in your career. So, and then we also have Danielle McCalla that is here with us, excuse me, Danielle Bryant. She's newly married, that is with us as well. And I'll certainly hand it over to her to introduce herself.
Thank you, Tiffany. Yes, hello, my name is Danielle McCalla Bryant. I'm also at the college. I am a former alumni. I work as a career placement officer here at the Providence campus. I work alongside Tiffany Sanders, as well as our other colleagues within our department. We work with students for interview help, resume assistance, and so much more. And we're very thankful to be a part of today's Pathday event. So thank you for having us.
Danielle, would you like to bring up the presentation?
Absolutely. So I'm going to share my screen. And are you able to see the intro here? Welcome to Career Services.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to start off with our presentation to give you a brief overview about our department and how we can support you in your journey here as a student. We took this quote from someone in our office. Her name's Sharon Sidleski. She's amazing. She mentions this all the time. Visit us early and often in your career journey, and we mean that in our department. Okay, and we're going to start off here by introducing our team. So you met both Tiffany and myself. Tiffany is out of the Lincoln campus. She's located in room 2321. Myself, I'm in Providence, in room 2221 on the second floor. And then we have David LePage as well as Sharon Sidleski. Both are located at the Warwick campus, and they are stationed in the Career Innovation Lab on the first floor in room 1026. And the best way to connect with us can be either through our direct emails. Students can come in person. We also have our career services email, which is careerservices@ccri.edu, as well as an appointment form where students can go on our website to schedule an appointment with our team. Okay, and today we're going to also talk to you about our website. The best way to connect with us and to learn about the various things that we have going on within our department, as well as support services, is to visit our website at ccri.edu/career services. And Tiffany and I will talk to you a bit about some of the resources that we offer within our department.
Absolutely. Thank you, Danielle. So we are pretty much going to go through each section and just explain to you a little bit about what these sections are about, what information they have within them. And truly, it's at a click of a button. So regarding, we'll start here first with the jobs and internships. So we have a really, really awesome, amazing system called Handshake that is available to all of our students and alumni. Handshake is a system where if you're, again, looking for a job or internship, it's a great platform to do so. And it has a couple of things that I would say would be great benefits for you to be able to utilize it. So if anyone is familiar with LinkedIn at all, it is very similar to that. And if you're not, I'll explain it a little bit. Your profile that you set up on Handshake is literally your a photo of you, information about your education, and it literally kind of flows out into what is your resume. And that's very similar to LinkedIn, I would say. In addition to that, you have other capabilities to use within jobs and internships. So for example, you have the ability to, let's say if you're interested in an internship and you have a peer from CCRI that has also worked at that location, you can actually see reviews that they've put out about their experience. You also have the ability to connect with those students as well, or even graduates that have had previous experience as well. So that is a really great tool that it has within it. In addition to that, you have the ability to be able to follow an employer. So very similar to how you do social media. It is a way for you to be able to connect with employer whenever they have their most recent opportunities that come up. So if you opt on Handshake to follow that employer, it gives you the ability to be one of the first to receive any notifications about jobs or internships that come up at their organization. In addition to, which is something we're really excited about and I'm going to share more with you about later, we have the ability through Handshake to do virtual events. Particularly, we are going to be having an event that's coming up very soon, which is our part-time job and internship virtual fair. And that is something that, again, we're going to go through with you a little later on, but the ability to be able to connect with employers through that platform virtually. And we'll give you a little bit of this before we go in further about that. And that is that with the virtual fair, you have the ability to either meet with an employer one-on-one for 10 minutes, or you can actually have the option to join a group session, which is only 30 minutes. So let's say you are in between your classes and you really want to meet with an employer, you can at least set up a 10-minute meeting to meet with them virtually to have a conversation so they get to know you and you can potentially apply for their opportunities. So I would definitely say take advantage of that. But I get really excited about the virtual fair, so I won't talk too much about it until we talk about that a little bit later on. But just definitely wanted to just at least plant the seed of how great Handshake is. And again, we'll show you more of the platform later. In addition, we have employer solutions. Now that is specifically dedicated to employers, so that therefore that if they need any of our services, such as utilizing Handshake as well to post job opportunities if they wanted to sign up for our virtual fair. Also the access that they have to workforce. And we have our workforce partnerships department as well that does other certificate programs that could also be helpful for them to connect to find candidates also. So that is a really great section for them specifically. Then you have our upcoming workshops and events. So when we talk about workshops that we do through Career Services, we have a variety of them. To name a few, we do a resume workshop. We have interviewing and preparation. We also have developing your brand, also LinkedIn. How do you set up a profile on LinkedIn? And that's just to name a few. In addition to when we have any of our events, such as our virtual fair, you'll be able to get your information there too. So those tabs in itself, actually all of our tabs, but those are pretty much what those tabs are specifically for. So thank you, and I'll hand it over to Danielle to talk about the others.
Thank you, Tiffany. In addition to some of the resources that Tiffany mentioned, we have our career preparation resources. So for students who are unsure about their major, come in brand new out of high school, or maybe you're doing a career transition and you want to know how to get started, we have career preparation tools, which are our online self-directed career assessments, which we'll highlight soon. We have our pathways. I know we're here for Pathdays today, and this allows students to explore 7 different careers as well as transfer paths that lead to ongoing rewarding careers. So get to learn and become familiarized with the Pathways page to learn about different career opportunities and learn about some additional resources as well. Pathways is great. And we also have on-demand videos. We partnered with Fidelity Investments to create some online career videos on YouTube that we will share. Students can view at any point, any time of the day, learn about how to create an elevator pitch. So your elevator pitch is how you talk about yourself. It's usually 30 seconds. Usually when you go to a job fair, an employer may ask you, tell me about yourself. So that's what they get into, how to break down, explaining that. It's important to speak about yourself professionally. And there are also some resources and a video regarding your online social media brand. So we encourage you to please check out all of these links to learn more about the resources here for you as students at CCRI. Also, we have our career development, which we highlighted prior. Our career resources can assist you with making a well-informed career decision. As mentioned before, we do have a few assessments. Our CCRI My Majors assessment is one that students can get started with if they're brand new to the college and they're taking maybe their first assessment. Type Focus is a little more comprehensive. It links, both link several careers to different majors. For type focus, you get matched with your values, interests, skills, personality, to come up with different career options that fit around your VIPs, we call them. And in addition, within both of these platforms, using both of these assessments, there is built-in career research, so you can learn about different salaries within your industry. You can learn about educational requirements, look at the day-to-day tasks, and so much more. So please make sure you utilize these free resources for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle. And then there's also, again, our jobs and internship side. So more of our placement side of the house, where we have ongoing career support. So for example, when I spoke with you all about Handshake earlier, the type of opportunities that they have there are not only for off-campus job opportunities, but also on campus. So if you are doing a work study or looking to be a student worker, that is a great platform where various departments also throughout the college actually post their opportunities to the system as well. In addition, we have resume.com, which again is wonderful in the sense of two ways, I would say. It's great because it has the opportunity for students as well as alumni to be able to create a resume and job fair. Too much on my brain. They're able to create a resume and a cover letter. And also the great bonus of that is that it's super easy. Literally, it guides you directly through every single step of what you need to add into your resume or cover letter. In addition, it gives you a template. You also have the ability to choose between several templates that you can switch to even once your information is already in there. It's literally a click of a button to say change template, and it'll change the template and keep your information right in there for you. So that's why it's a great option to use. You can also print your document. You can set it up in a PDF. And of course, you would be able to share it, whether it be with us or even if you were sending it to an employer to be able to see, which is a really great thing to have access to. And the other side of it is that, yes, this is great. You can build a resume. It's awesome. But I always like to indicate to students that it's free. And so that's a really great thing. Oftentimes in our profession, we hear from people who have actually paid for their resume to get done. So not only do you have a free resume builder, you also have career services here for you to look things over and give you that second look that can help you to make sure that your resume and or cover letter is in the best format that it possibly could be. So in addition to that, we also assist with LinkedIn profiles. So if you need help with doing that, one, we have our workshops, as I mentioned before, but we also have actually assistance that we can provide with you. You can set up an appointment, sit with us, whether it be virtually or in person, and we can actually assist you with that process as well. In addition, again, we talked about Handshake a little later on in the presentation. I'll actually go through some more in-depth ways of how you could even set up your profile, because that's going to be an important part of you getting into Handshake, is setting up a profile for yourself. But it's just as easy as it says here to get onto it. It's just ccri.joinhandshake.com/login. And so that's that option to be able to actually get onto it as far as the link. Then you have interview practice. We also have this awesome system called Big Interview. As you'll see here, that is the website link to get onto it. What's really great is I can tell you, even in my own experience, I often tell students, when you are practicing interviewing, let's say you're by yourself, look in a mirror. Because the thing is that when you're looking at yourself, you could get more of an idea of, what am I looking like? Am I looking directly into the mirror? Am I kind of turning my eyes? Am I smiling? Am I kind of fidgeting and not really wanting to look at the mirror? And there's nothing like looking at yourself and getting your own feedback as well as through us. So in short, what I would say is Big Interview is so great because you can actually record yourself interviewing. It sets up questions that can be asked. You answer those questions. You can play it back for yourself. You can change it, do another one. And it's great to be able to see yourself in that platform. And what's also great is you can share that information with career services so we can review it as well. You can also share that with an employer if you'd like, if there's certain questions that they have for you that you need to answer. So that's also really great and provided to you as well. And then also, if anything, the access to this office gives you the opportunity to network. And so networking on the levels of, again, whether it's a job or internship, or even if we've had students come to us because they're like, oh, I'm interested in this class, but not sure if there's someone I can speak to about it. And they can go to advising and counseling as well, that we have connections to our faculty. So we can share that with you too, if there's someone that you'd like to connect with. So lots of great tools, again, overall, that we have to be able to share with you. So please go ahead, Danielle.
Tiffany. Okay, so earlier we had mentioned career development. So many students come in, they may not always be sure about their major, what they want to do for a long-term career. So one thing that we encourage students to start off with in terms of your career development is start with self-assessment. A lot of us have things, it's important for us to take inventory of our skills, our values, our interests, our personality, the things that we're passionate about. So the career assessments really help you to determine what those are. And sometimes it will literally give you an idea, it will spell out what some of your values are based on how you answered some of the questions in the assessment. It will highlight your interests and things that maybe you didn't notice about yourself. So self-awareness and self-assessment is really the first part of getting started with exploring different career options. And I know Sharon always says career assessments won't necessarily give you that career choice forever. It's not a crystal ball. So make sure that you keep in mind as you take your assessment, you see varying career options, you determine which ones you think may be a best fit for you. And you can always, again, they're self-directed, take them on your own or come to our office and we can walk you through it. And what's great about this self-assessment is that there is built-in research for you to be able to explore different careers, learn about what the day-to-day tasks are. If you want to learn, again, about educational requirements, or even if there's related careers, you can learn about that. And as Tiffany mentioned earlier today, we always stress the importance of getting hands-on experience, whether that be through volunteering, internships, working full-time, part-time, whatever your schedule permits, but getting that hands-on experience definitely sets you apart and gives you that one-on-one knowledge of working in the field. And sometimes it helps you in making a decision to decide if this is the career that you potentially want to go into by at least getting your hand and your foot in the door. And then once you explore, the next step in the career decision-making process is making a decision. So you would decide whether that be on your major or your career, but know that within all of your majors, there are so many varying career choices, and we would be happy to talk to you about that as well. We highlighted our career assessments, both my majors and type focus. Just to highlight briefly, so for my majors, they'll list out 8 to 10 majors and 3 to 4 different pathways. This will allow you to answer questions about interests, as well as much more. And type focus, if you're going to take this, is a little more comprehensive career assessment. If you're going to get started with this, we always say to use the access code when you're creating your account. The access code is NIGHTS, and we recommend that you take at least the first 3 steps in the process to be able to see the different career choices that are available based on your results. And again, it's not an exhaustive list. If you have other interests you want to explore, we'd be happy to work with you on that as well. And in addition to our career development, we have various websites that we highly recommend. BLS.gov is a great resource for you to explore and learn about different occupations. There's so many careers, and if you have any career questions, you're someone who's more visual, they have videos, they have opportunities for you to read about different careers and occupations. DLT can give you some statewide information about different jobs and careers within the state. And also, what can I do with this major is a great resource for students to learn about different strategies to getting started in their field. So many students come in, they have a certain specific background or maybe have no experience in terms of their employment history. So this, what can I do with this major, can talk students through the process of getting started in their career field of interest. And then we'll also highlight how you can gain the experience as well. And I'll pass that off to Tiffany, please. Oh, Tiffany, you're muted, no worries.
Okay, yes, sorry about that. But yeah, so as well as gaining experience, so internships in itself, and Danielle spoke about this earlier, the opportunity to be able to be hands-on and be in the environment in which you are looking to potentially navigate can do a lot of things for you. One of the things is you can learn that field and learn also that whether or not is that the right field for you, or is it possible that you might want to look into something else. And as well, it also gives you the ability to network. Very likely, at least up to 80% of people end up finding job opportunities through people that they know. So if you make a connection, and let's say there's not a job at your internship at this time, but you have done really well, you did really good on your internship, and you impressed, in a sense, the people that you were working with, it's likely that they will call you back and say, hey, we actually have an opportunity now. Might this possibly be something that you're interested in? And it's great to have that. So some of the places that we have partnerships with, for example, is like Blue Cross Blue Shield of Rhode Island. We also have the Rhode Island State Government Internship Program, and radio stations, the police department, Providence Police specifically. So we have a lot of really great resources that are available to connect you to internship type of opportunities, as well as part-time jobs. Volunteering can also help you to be able to get the experience that you need, job shadowing. And you might be wondering, okay, well, how are those things even different? I will tell you, with an internship, that can be paid or unpaid, but again, you are getting experience within the direct environment. And specifically looking at volunteering, that is something that is directly where you are not getting paid for that opportunity, but you are volunteering your time to work in this type of organization. I should also go back regarding internships. Internships a lot of times are also associated with receiving credit for that from your college. So you could take courses for that, and I'll speak about that a little bit shortly. And again, job shadowing, again, is literally just shadowing someone. You're not physically doing things, but you're literally looking over and observing what is being done at that organization. Then there's also informational interviews, which are really great because when you can just sit down with someone and not even have a direct interview for an opportunity, but just to find out from someone, what was your experience like? Tell me a little bit more about your department. Can I see actually what the day-to-day looks like? That's a great opportunity for you to, again, have the opportunity to network. Then there's also the academic courses that you take that will be helpful, and also things that you can add onto your resume to display your knowledge about a certain field. In addition to that, we also have a course through CCRI Career Services that we offer that would associate directly with an internship, and that's what I wanted to touch on. As well as Handshake. Great tool, awesome, amazing, great for you all to use, and we'll be talking about that again further shortly of how you would get into that. And then of course, utilizing us as a resource. We are here for you every step of the way when you're going through your college education, as well as once you go into your career, or if you're changing careers, we are here to help. So please certainly reach out to us so we can provide those resources to you.
Tiffany.
Yes.
I'm going to stop sharing. We have Handshake, and I'll let you introduce Handshake, and I can stop sharing to allow you to share your screen, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
All right. So yes, what I'm going to show you is what is going to be a really awesome, literally website, which is our career services website, that can really give you step-by-step what you need to do. So it's not going to be a hard process for you, although we are here to help. It's really not, I could say it's not that challenging, but again, we're also here to be a resource as well. So let me just share this information with you. Okay. So if you actually go to the CCRI website for career services, it's literally ccri.edu/career services/jobs/handshake. You can literally get directly to this website that we're showing you right at this moment. What's great about this is that it explains to you again what Handshake is, which is our jobs and internships database, in addition to how you access it, and that's literally at a click of a button. There's also the ability to, let's say you are have a Handshake account or you're looking to go into Handshake, you can actually see some of the hot jobs, whether they be on campus or off campus, that we now have available that you could take a look at and say, oh, wow, this might be interesting. Let me set up my account in Handshake. In addition, what's great about this is actually taking a look at the other resources and tools that will help you make sure that you set up your profile. Now, I need to preface, in order to be able to get into Handshake, you do have to access, not only access, but to develop your profile. And this shows you how you can do that link specifically by clicking there. It also helps you on best ways to finding jobs on Handshake. 3 of the must-dos that you need to have when you're, again, setting up your account and having your account on Handshake. And then also 3 ways other students on Handshake can help you. So if you remember earlier on in the presentation, I was speaking to you about the fact that on Handshake, you can connect with other students. And that is so awesome to be able to do that. And that's what that's specifically pertaining to. In addition to that, I'm going to also show you, and I'm going to actually take this step. And if you can let me know if you all can see this. Can you see Handshake, Danielle?
Yes, we can. Perfect.
Perfect. Yay. Sometimes you have to go back in and out.
All good.
But so after all of what we just explained to you, this is someone, and I'm actually in as a student, that actually has their account set up in Handshake. And so this is your main, I would say, home screen as a student. There's a couple of things that I want to show you here that'll be really great for you. I'll start actually with jobs. So for example, if you automatically know you're interested in jobs, you go to jobs and this is what's going to come up for you. Hopefully the system was there. Yay, there it is. Perfect.
Good.
And so what's really awesome is that you can actually search by full-time jobs, by location, by internship, if that's what you're looking for, part-time jobs. You can also look at other ways to filter your information so that you get specific information that you're looking for as far as job opportunities that come up. But what I'll say here is, like, let's say, for example, you are interested in this analyst opportunity. You can scroll through, it'll give you some information regarding the job as far as the description, and even some information such as a video regarding the organization. And then what it's also awesome at doing is telling you where you need to apply. So for example, when you click on apply externally, that literally brings you directly to their website, to the employer website. And from there, you would actually go onto their website and apply. But there are other occasions where they may only ask for just the resume. So for example, let's see, I'm just trying to see if we can select this option here. Let's see. Okay. All right. This is also another apply externally. And let me see. Just want to give you one example, at least so you'll see it. So yes, so we'll go there. Oops, sorry. These other things are coming up on my screen. All right, so we have, for example, an office assistant position available in advising and counseling. So that's an opportunity. It will take you to what information is needed, and here you go. Once you click on it, it'll actually have you to actually add in your resume. And this is what I wanted to show you all. You can upload your resume here. You can add in a cover letter also, and then you would click on the next step, and that will again take you directly to the website of the location or employer that is you're looking to apply to. So outside of this, again, that's this for the most part as far as the job section. Really great, lots of information, lots of opportunities. I can't tell you enough about how many opportunities are there. But also you'll note that, and I'm going to go to events, this information is also on the main page as well. But you also have the ability to sign up for the virtual job fair that we're going to be having in November. So literally, again, this is just as a click of a button. So you would click on the event. You could scroll down and you'll see some details regarding the event, as well as you'll begin to see the employers that are going to be attending that event at the very bottom. But I've already registered. And so the reason why I have done so is because I want you to actually be able to take a look at some additional information. So we first had the career fair details. Now we have the available sessions. So it's important for you to know that if you want to attend the virtual job fair, one, the first important thing is to make sure that you have set up your account, have access to it, and set up your profile in Handshake. In addition, once you register, which again is at a click of a button, you absolutely have to make sure that you actually add sessions so that you can meet with employers. Because if you don't add sessions, then you're not going to be able to connect with those employers, even if you are just registered. So just really quickly, we want to show you that. So for example, let's say you were interested in West Bay. You would click on them, and you can also see the type of sessions that they're having. And I will repeat, an individual session is 10 minutes, a group session is 30 minutes. So let's say you are interested in having a one-on-one, you would click on that, and then it shows you the options of the times that are available, also gives you a description of what they're looking for, and some information about the organization. So let's say I want to choose 12:30 p.m. on this date, which would be November 3rd. I'd click on that, I'd hit confirm. And then you'll see here on your right-hand side, that information goes automatically over onto that right-hand side to show your session. You also have it here. You also have the ability to look at it. If you go back and look towards your left, right next to where it says available sessions, it will say your schedule, and it's already in there for you too as well. So when you look at this, what will happen is you can click into it, and then again, it'll show you the information. You have the ability to cancel if you need to, and again, the information about the organization. What's also awesome that they have is that, let's say if you might be running late or you might need to send them a message to provide additional information, you can actually send a message to the employer directly from the session that you set up, which is really cool. In addition, you also have the ability directly through here, meaning through Handshake, to be able to review the video and interact with the employer that way. So when you're looking in your sessions on that day, on November 3rd, you're literally looking at your specific session. You click on video, join video, and it will bring you directly to the room in which the employer is at virtually. I want you to also be noted into thinking about or even seeing that it may also say external video. Now, what that means is that the employer has identified a specific link for you to actually be sent directly to something such as if they have a Zoom or if they have a Google Meets or anything of that nature, that will take you directly to that location, literally by clicking that button. So it's pretty easy for the most part. Goodness, I'm looking here and it says starting in 13 days, and we're so excited about that. So again, if you needed to cancel, I'll show here. You scroll down and you hit cancel reservation. You do have the ability to write a note to the employer as to why you're canceling and maybe providing your information so that you can maybe schedule something at a different time. And then you just hit cancel session, and there you go. So for the most part, that is Handshake. Again, I know we had this time to go through this with you, but know that you can meet with anyone from our team to go over this with you one-on-one again too as well, whether that be virtually or in person. So thank you all very much for going through that piece of things. And certainly, Danielle, I'll hand it back over to you.
Thank you. So I will just thank everyone for having us. I appreciate you having us here for the virtual Path Days. We appreciate it, and students need to contact us. We'll make sure we provide our contact information to Jess to share on the Path Days site if possible.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being with us today. And,
Thank you.
And anyone watching this in recording can see our website, ccri.edu/pathways/pathdays, and you'll also be able to see information about career services as well.
Thank you.